Hey guys, it's me Jessica, aka Makeup Lover, and I am here with the full Face of Fenty video. Oh my gosh, I know a lot of you guys liked my video. It was my June favorites video where I asked you guys to like the video if you wanted a full Face of Fenty, and I got 14 likes, which is one of the most liked videos that I have besides like my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer video and stuff. Like, this was, I feel like, likes because you guys really wanted to see this video, so I did it. And I specifically wanted to mention one comment that I got on that video, which was from KTC31, and she said, "Great video, I would love to see an all Fenty look, thanks for sharing." So KTC31, this video is definitely for you. Thank you so much for commenting, because when I see your comments, when you guys give me feedback, it really helps me know what you're looking for. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through the video, I'm gonna talk about each product, and in the end of the video I'm gonna tell you which products are worth keeping and which products I'm probably gonna end up returning if they're not my favorite. Let's get into the full Face of Fenty. I hope this lighting is good because this is what we got today. And please disregard my hair, because yes, I know it's dirty, and yes, I know I need to wash it, and that's a whole nother video. But today we're not here for that. Today we're here for Fenty. But all this Fenty stuff for Fenty. And I'm really excited. I kept everything in the package because I wanted to really have a first impressions with you guys and even unbox it. We're going to start with brows. I usually don't do my brows on camera, and I'm not going to do the full thing on camera. I just wanted to show you guys that I did get the Fenty Brow product. One side has this really thick, like, bristles on the brow product, which we'll test out and see how it is. You guys know I usually exclusively use the Anastasia Dip Brow. That's just what works for me. I like a deep, dark, full brow. I will give this an 8 out of 10 just because the formula is really light. I do think I used a good bit already because I twisted it a couple times to get more product. So I think I definitely used a lot of product. But the pen is like the pencil part of it is very soft. I can definitely see the product coming out. I didn't feel like I had to stab the eyebrows or like the skin of my eyebrows to really get the product to come out, so that's good because I have had that with other products. So we're gonna experiment today. So here we go. I haven't used a pencil product for my brows in a long time. And I really like the brush on the end of this. I think the brush is super helpful, and it definitely helped me be able to fill in a little bit more on this brow. So 8 out of 10 on this. Next, I'm gonna prime before I forget, because I did forget in one of my other makeup videos, and I hate when I forget to prime because it does make such a difference, guys. Priming is such a difference. So I usually just do under my eyes and in my T-zone. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Base Primer in the soft matte. So I didn't want to get her regular concealer because I do have a lot of concealers right now in rotation. I have like 5 or 6, and I just really didn't feel like I needed another concealer. But I did want to try out her matchsticks because I've heard such conflicting information about her matchsticks. So I got it in the color Walnut, and it does say on the side it can be used to conceal, correct, and to contour, and that it's long wear, light as air, and good for layering. Off the first bat, I will say it's like creamier than I thought. I've seen a lot of people who say that these are very dry feeling, and so far it feels pretty good to me. I'm going to carve out my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went through, carved out my brows. It's not my best work because I had to go back in and fill them in some more, and I feel like they look a little thin for me. Again, so we're talking about the matchstick. So the matchstick blended out really nicely. It definitely stays in place after a while, I think this is a really good color shade that I use to highlight, so I'm pretty happy with it, and it was able to carve out my brows really good just because the formula of this, even though it is creamy when it goes on, you have to put work in it to really blend it out. So I will say that's one thing about it. I don't know how that's going to do under the eye, but for the eyebrows, it carved out very nicely. So for the eyes, I actually bought another mini set. This is the Rihanna Fly Baby Mini Eye Primer and Liner set. So we're going to go in with the eye primer. I'm not going to set my eyes with concealer. I'm just going to set it with the primer. We will start with the Fenty. It's so cute. I just love her packaging. I love the frosted matte bottle. Like, it's so cute. But this is the Amplifying Eye Primer, and this is in the color Invisi Pink. I'm just putting it like right on the eye, and then I'll blend it out with my finger in a minute. But yeah, so it doesn't feel matte, like it feels sticky, like it's ready to take some eyeshadow, like legit, but it's not matte or anything. I don't know if maybe I should still set it with a powder. I guess I'll just keep going like this. Okay, so I got 2 of her eyeshadow palettes. I didn't really know what type of look I was going for, so I thought get 2 that I know I'd use a lot. And so it looks like this. I really like the colors. Like, this is my alley, like all the way. Like, this is definitely something I'm gonna use a lot. So I really like that, and I like the fact that it comes with a mirror as well. And then I got number 5 in Peach, and I feel like this was a really safe option. I probably should have picked something a little bit more out the box, but here we are. We're already here. So this is number 5, Peach colors. So again, right up my alley. This is stuff that I would really wear like on an everyday basis. So I mean, I'm pretty happy, and I love the fact that she says that these are supposed to click together, I think. So they do, they click together. So we have 3, and then we have 5, and this is great for travel because now here's the peach side, and then here is the deep neutral side, and they just click together, and bam. The bad part about when they're stuck together, you can't see the colors. So I may just detach them while I do it so I can tell you guys the colors I'm using. So I'm going to use the color Butter Rum, and that's this color right here, this matte tan color. And I'm going to take a blender brush and start that in my crease. So I think that's the only color I really can use as a transition shade in the peach. So let's open the deep neutrals and see what we got. I think I'm going to go in with this really dark brown color over here, and this one is called No Fudge Given right here. The deep neutrals was definitely the first palette I was like, yeah, that's the palette I'm getting, because it's just me in a palette like this. It has all the colors that I would use, but we're not even using a majority of them today because I really just want to do a very simple eye look, and I want the lips to be the center of the look today. I don't have anything that I can use by Fenty to make a very good cut crease, so I'm gonna do my cut crease off camera, and then we'll come back and use some more Fenty products. This took a minute to do, but I think I got it. I actually like how this eye came out better than this eye, but what you gonna do, you know? Life be happening like that sometimes. I guess we can try to go in with this color. I think this is called Peach Me. We can try it. I'm gonna go in with the Zoeva 226 smudger brush. Because, you know, once I'm able to wear a red lip, it's over for you hoes. It's over for you hoes. I'm going to fill in this outer corner again with the deeper brown that we used before, and bring back the drama. So that crease color that we used before, I'm going to add it back a little bit. That is the color Butter Rum, and just add it back in here just a tiny bit and blend out the edges just a little bit. I don't want them to be too harsh. I think that looks good. And now I think we can go in. Oh, we need an inner corner. Guys, how is you gonna let me forget the inner corner? We can use this one. This one looks really pretty. This one is peach. No, this one is Bellini Baby. So we're gonna use the Morphe M30 brush. I think I want to wet it a little bit. Went a little crazy on this eye. Now we can use the Fly Liner. This is her liquid liner. And it looks like this. It does have a felt tip. I have to say, just right off the bat, I'm a little impressed. I am a little impressed. So here's our eyes. I did do them up pretty dramatic. But that's just because I really wanted them to be more dramatic for this look, and I haven't done them this dramatic in a while. I love this liner. Like, oh my gosh, y'all. This is about to be my favorite eyeliner. I was not worried about it drying out going over the eyeshadow. I wasn't worried about the tip not getting enough of the ink to come out. Like, this is, I'm about to buy the full size version because this is actually bomb. I'm going to start with my under eye. Actually, no, we're going to do foundation first. What am I doing, Jessica? You always do this. Did try out her first foundation, the matte version. Wasn't impressed. There was a lot of transfer. It felt very heavy on me. It just wasn't my type of foundation. So I got her second one, but I got the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and I got it in the color 390, which actually may be a little yellow for me. I did like 75% of a pump on each cheek. So as you guys can see on this side, like, it does run, like, it's a little watery, but it's not super watery to the point where I'm worried it would fall off my cheek and onto my carpet. You guys can't see, it is pretty warm on my cheek. I have the foundation all over my face. As you can see, it is it's a little dewy, you know? Like, I don't feel like I look super glowy, but my skin looks good. It's definitely not like the dewiest thing I've ever had. And I feel like so far it's not settling into, it's settling into some lines, like on my lower mouth. Even though I should probably just not smile like that if I don't want it to settle into those lines, right? Okay. I'm going to color correct a little bit and put some of the matchstick under my eyes, and then I'll be right back. This is where I have decided to conceal. It was a little bit more difficult to get it to warm up for the under eye, because you don't just want like a little thin layer, you want it to be like caked up a little bit, even though caked up is not the best phrase to use in this situation because we're talking about makeup. But you want it to be a little thicker because a thin line of the matchstick is not going to give you the coverage you want, especially if you're concealing. This video isn't sponsored or anything. I went out and I bought all this stuff with my own money, so y'all would know that I stand for Rihanna. So let's hurry up and go in and set it. I'm gonna use her Pro Filter setting powder in the color Honey. And man, I hate setting powder sometimes. It be so messy. Oops. I'm using my Zoeva 108 Face Finish brush. Ooh, this picks up so much powder. Woo. Wow, it's still not covering that eyeliner. You see it? It's like right here, and the eyeliner is still not covered. I think I'm gonna have to do a little trick to get it off. Okay, I'm gonna redo my eyeliner on this side because baby, we are struggling. Now we can go ahead and I'm gonna set the face with another powder, like a face powder, but Fenty doesn't have a face powder, so we're not gonna talk about it. Sorry, Fenty. I definitely think Fenty should come out with a face powder to go with their foundation though. And if you're wondering which powder I'm using to set the rest of my face, check the description. Check the description. It will tell you everything you need to know, darling. So now that we're done with that, we can do bronzer. I did buy her Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer, and I got it in the color Mocha Mommy because the other one right before it, I forget the name of it, but the one that comes, this is the deepest shade she has, and the one that comes right before it, I did try it in store and it was like half a shade darker than me, if not the same color as my complexion. But let's try it. I'm just gonna use a Sonia Kashuk bronzer brush. Ooh, that is red. Like, it's showing up way more red on camera than it's showing up in real life. I don't know how I feel about that. But it seems to be buildable. Like, it definitely starts off on the sheerer side, and then you can build it up as you go, which I like. This may not be a keeper. I love the packaging though. Like, ugh. I do hope that she maybe will come out with more of these in the future, but like different colors and different undertones, because this one is just, it's just really red, and I think this would probably look better on darker or deeper skin tones, like deeper than me. So I also did get blush, so we're gonna use the Cheeks Out blush in the color Summertime Wine, and I didn't think about doing a red lip when I picked out this blush, so I hope it goes with the lip that I'm doing. I'm gonna use my stippling brush. This is the Morphe M427 brush. I'm just going to pat it in here. This is what it looks like. It's a very pretty, like, I don't know how to describe it, like a magenta-y color. Nothing is coming off. I don't know if it's necessarily showing up on camera. Oh, it's coming up a little bit. It's coming up a tiny bit. Does this have shimmer? This doesn't have shimmer, but I think my brush has shimmer on it from another blush, so I'm sorry that that is probably messing up the color a little bit, but that is really pretty. I definitely think I did too much. What do I do? What do I do? Why don't we go back over our face a little bit with that brush that we use for the face powder to dye it down a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little better. I think that definitely calmed it down a bit. I hope I don't look crazy. I don't have a new highlighter, but if you don't know, I already have a favorite highlighter by her. It's Hustla Baby, which is this one right here. And so we're gonna go on with that. Okay. I like to look like a disco ball. I'm gonna go back in with my bronzer brush and just retouch up my bronzer. I didn't add anything extra to it. I'm just retouching it up. Now, before we put the mascara on, I want to give the primer a minute to dry, so we can go ahead and start the lip. I'm going to take a lip liner. Fenty doesn't have any lip liners yet. Another product I'm going to need Fenty to drop right away. So I'm going to go ahead, put on my lip liner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have the lip liner on. It's just a dark brown lip liner. You can take any type of dark brown lip liner. And I'm just going to start like blending it to the middle of my lips. And then I'm going to put the red in the middle, and I'm using the Rihanna Lip Stunna lip paint in Uncensored. This was like the first one she came out with. It is like a blue toned red color. I'm just not used to red lips on me, and it is bright in the camera, y'all. Now we're gonna finish up the look with the mascara. I just bought the mini version of the mascara, which online it didn't seem to have like a ton of great views. So I'm very interested to see how this is. The full frontal volume lift and curl mascara in the color Cause I'm Black. And I am black. So we're gonna put that on. Like I said, I definitely think it lengthens. I don't think it does anything for the volume like it claims to. So with the second coat, I definitely think it curled my lashes a little bit more, but I don't think it thickened my lashes, which is what I really look for in a mascara. Forgot one more product, don't go away. I forgot the What It Do makeup refreshing spray. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? Okay, so this is what it looks like. I got it during her sale, so let's do it. Oh my gosh, it's like so fine. It's hard for me to feel it because the mist is super fine, but the nozzle is so good. It's not a setting spray, so I don't want people to get confused with setting spray and this is a makeup refresher spray. Could use this spray to refresh your makeup, and it would basically just, you know, bring your highlighter back, make your face look less, dry if it's dry throughout the day. Normally that would be maybe more in the winter time. So I am going to just do my hair and get my actual clothes on for the day, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna do a quick little wrap up. The thing that I think I liked the least out of everything is probably the bronzer. The bronzer was really red on me. It made it look very muddy. I actually went over the bronzer with my regular bronzer just because I'm about to go out and I wasn't loving the way that it looked. So I went over this makeup look with my regular bronzer, and I actually think I like it a lot better than with the other bronzers. So I don't think that that's a bronzer I'm going to keep in my collection. I just think as far as the color of the bronzer, it's not for me. As far as my most favorite thing out of today, it's definitely going to be the eyeliner. I think I'm definitely going to go back and purchase the full size of this. This eyeliner is definitely an eyeliner that doesn't quit. It does dry down to be like a semi-matte. It's not super matte, but it's not super shiny either. So I definitely think that this is an eyeliner I'm gonna keep using. Other like honorable mentions, I like the Dew Spray. I think it makes my face feel very moisturized, very hydrated after putting all those powders on. So I definitely like the Dew Spray. I'm definitely keeping that. And the mist is very fine, it's very light, so keeping that. The matchstick, I don't really know when I'm ever going to use this matchstick again. This isn't like my go-to for concealer, so I don't know if this is going to be a keep or not. I like it. Like my under eyes, I feel like they look really good, and so far there's no creasing, so this may be a maybe. The blush I think is really pretty. I'm just not used to it because I never wear blush, but I think it kind of pulled the look together, I guess. It's very small for the price, but I think I'm happy with the blush. I think I am going to return the mascara. It's not exactly what I was going for. It's just like a very classic mascara. Like I feel like this is the type of mascara my mom probably used growing up. It's classic. It's a classic wand on it, but it doesn't do anything for me. It's not wowing me. So this may not be something that I want to keep. I bought it in a mini anyway because I was already not very sure that I was going to love it just from the brush itself. The brow product, I like it. It's not, again, it's not doing anything for me. This isn't the way I like to put on my brows. It's not that I don't think that her brow stuff is amazing, because it is. It's just not, I don't know, it's not for me. Maybe it's also because I bought it in a shade lighter than what I usually wear, so maybe that could have something to do with it. So there's other stuff that I actually would really like to try, and I don't want to keep stuff that I'm not going to use. That doesn't make sense to me. But everything else, as far as the eyeshadows, the blush, the eyeliner, the foundation, the dew spray. Those are all stuff I'm going to keep, so you'll see me use those in future videos. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video. It was so much fun to film. I'm really loving this look, and I really need to wear more red lips because it's just fire. Again, I'm Jessica, aka makuplovaaa, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!